everyone, welcome to another Trace Content Management System tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about the main image slider. Now this is usually found within the default template of your theme. So to get started, just simply log into Trace Content Management System, make sure that you're in Trace View and click the image slider. You're going to see three tabs: Settings, Manage Images, and Add Images. Now, you're going to see the familiar red question mark that will give you information about what each of these settings will do for you. So the show page navigation setting simply shows or hides these yellow marks here. Now, clicking on those yellow marks will take your users directly to the slide that they click. So if they saw a slide that they liked and then all of a sudden it faded out to the next one, they can just click that button to go back to the old slide. The Show Next Preview buttons is the right hand and left hand arrows you see right here that allow your users to go to the next slide or to the previous slide. The Show Intro Tagline section is the yellow text inside this gray box. The Show Main Tagline is the white text inside the gray box. Pause on Hover allows your users to hover over the slideshow, which will stop the fading in and out animation. Timeout in seconds is simply how long each slide is going to display on your website before it switches to the next slide. The last one, Images are page specific, allows you to create multiple page templates that have different slideshows on them. So if you do check this, when you create another page with the same page template that has this slider on it, you'll be able to add different images to it. If it's not checked, when you add an image to one page, it's going to carry over to the next page. So I'm just going to check all of these off just so we can quickly see what this is going to look like. Once you hit edit, you're going to see a pop-up saying settings have been updated, and we're going to refresh our slideshow. And there you go. All of these options have removed basically everything with the slideshow. Now you just have images that are going to be sliding back and forth. All right, so we're going to move on to adding an image, and we'll get to managing images afterwards. So click the Add Image tab. From there, again, you're going to see a lot of these red question marks around. Clicking them, again, is just going to open descriptive text about what this section actually does. So the main intro tagline, again, is that yellow text we saw and we removed in the settings. The main tagline is the white text that we saw. Now you can add a link to your slider images as well. What the link will do is simply add a read more link that your users can click, and you can set where you want that to link off to. It'll also put a link on the image itself. Now with that, we have an open in a new window tab. So if you are linking off to another website, something maybe not within your website, I would suggest that you click this so that your users aren't being taken away from your web page. Now we have a couple of options to select an image. We can choose one from the file manager, or we can upload a file from our computer. And the last option is the order. So this defines what order the slide will come in. So if you have 3 slides, you would order one as 1, one as 2, and one as 3. So getting started, I'm just going to add a link in here. We're going to go off to Google. We're going to open that in a new window, and we're going to upload a file from my computer. So once we click that radio button, we want to hit the browse button, search for an image, give it an order, so we'll put it to 2 and hit add image. It'll tell us that our file has been uploaded, and now if we reload our web page, we should see that image there. And of course, we don't have any options to switch to the next image, so I'm just going to turn those back on real quick. Oh, there's our image right there. So let's just refresh that. I'm going to go over to live view. Now we should be able to switch to our next image. Now you'll see the learn more link, and also we can click the image and we're taken straight to Google. Let's go back to Trace View, and we're going to add an image from our file manager now. So if we go to add images, I'm going to leave the link URL out. If you don't put anything in there, it's not going to add it if you just leave it as is right now. So we're going to hit the File Manager button. Now we have a whole bunch of images here. So we're going to select one of these guys. Now we're going to see a little preview of the image. Now this is just a thumbnail version because some of these images can be very large. So this is just a quick preview of what that image may look like. We're going to set the order of this one to 3 and hit add. It's going to tell us that our image has been added. Come back over to live view, and now when we hit the third option, we'll see our pencils there. Now you see I didn't put a link in there, so there's no link. I can't click on the image to link off anywhere. So those are some things to think about when you're adding your images in. Now the last tab is the Manage Images section. We're going to see all of the images that we've added. We have 3 in here. And again, we're going to see all of the fields that we have in the Add Images section. So if you ever need to update the tagline or the main tagline or the link to your image, you can do that. Lastly, we're going to see our order here. So I'm just going to reorder some of these guys. I'm going to put the first one to the third one. I'll make that one first and this one second. So now I updated information on all 3 images, so we're going to have to hit Save Updates on all 3 of these. Now we'll go back over to Live View, and there we have it. Our third image is now first, our first image is now second, and so on. So quick recap, we have settings, manage images, add images, and it's as simple as that.